A man coming off an 1100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle.
A little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat, one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson slow complete there to Bateman. Down to the 10.
Baltimore Ravens for touchdown.
Get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Rashad Bateman for a Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Let's go, Baltimore.
That's team football. All right, when you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the second time here in this game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
Right people rather than dialing up the right number. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Etienne once more. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh,
Intercepted.
It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Baltimore Ravens intercepts the ball.
Very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it.
Patrick Queen.
A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Straight to him, too. Look at that.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
Ooh, so close to pick off. Not close enough.
Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it.
All right, it is you.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Rashad Bateman for a Baltimore Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman, 2 catches.
Let's go, Rashad.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And outbound comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket. And
so now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it will still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their future guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Jackson throwing once more. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection they felt.
Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. Let's go.
Rashad Bateman doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Was still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here. 29. And now out come the Jags. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, a run with ETN. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to ETN. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Buying time, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The former Minnesota Golden Gopher Rashad Bateman leading this offense back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but a shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll find Bateman once more. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This is caught at the 20.
Rashad Bateman for another Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Let's go, Rashad.
First half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Lawrence on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. On the slant, he finds Washington. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This offense finding its legs now.
Hey.
and 10. Here's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something, and now it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, come on.
It away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, come on.
Complete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes again.
Yes. Rashad Bateman for another Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Let's go, Rashad.
Seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Third interception.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Reports. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He put together the kind of half you dream about. 5 touchdown passes as his guys are well in control of this ball game. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Jackson.
And dog it.
Incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That's you, Rashad. Oh, you,
Give
Rashad.
them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. Downfield.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know
Good
it's
stuff.
down and you got to convert.
Where you
A
at?
little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight.
This is yours,
How did he
son.
get away? But that one not being picked off.
Now Jackson on second down. That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
Yes.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
Again, Jackson.
They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing is Jackson, out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson for a Ravens touchdown.
1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Straight ahead, Etienne. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking right there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another tote for Etienne. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The kick by McManus is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Lawrence. And fights him off. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now gets to record a sack, too.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20.
Rashad Bateman for a Baltimore Ravens touchdown.
94 yards. And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout.
Let's go, Rashad.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
2nd down and 3. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really got loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Edwards. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From midfield now, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed